Hi, this is Richard with .org and today we're going to learn how to make a simple page in WordPress. Current version is 3.8. Well, if you're not in your dashboard already, please get there. And here's your dashboard. We're going to move on down here on the left-hand side, and we're going to look for Page. Add New. Alternatively, we can work off of the shortcut area up here, Add New Page. Let's go ahead and do it this way. And this brings us to a blank page. It's very similar to adding a post. The only difference is you'll see it telling you here add a new page, not add a new post. And there are a few more selections over here on the right that we get in a page that you don't get in a post, and vice versa. So for a title for right now, let's go with, let's say, Board of Directors. Okay, for Board of Directors, from here is our basic work area. Now, if you're not seeing all the styling options, which are 2 rows, it's because your kitchen sink, this little icon here, wasn't clicked. Go ahead and click that. Now, if you're not seeing the stuff on the right, like I'm seeing, it could be that your screen options here are not all checked off. For me, I've selected the background, the WordPress SEO options. I don't use custom fields. The discussion for a page I generally don't use. Let's go ahead and turn that off. Slug is generally not necessary for what I'm doing. The author, yes, it's me, but maybe later on I want to change the author. Post revisions, let's go ahead and check that. That's also page revisions, not just post revisions. Page attributes, let's go ahead and leave that on. Featured image, we really don't use that in most of our designs here, so I'm going to uncheck that. I'm going to close the screen options. And now my working environment is pretty much tailored for my use. Okay, so let's go back here. In the main working area, let's put in some names for our board of directors. First, let's put like a subtitle. The subtitle might be officers. Okay, and then the first officer would be Joan Smith. And the next would be Phil Jones. And then I'm going to go down here, and I'm going to say just members. And then we might have Kate Allen, and we might have Alan Smith, and Jack Red. Okay, these are just a little bit of text. Now for officers and members, that's a subcategory. Let's go ahead and give that a bigger heading. Now, as I discussed in making a post, HTML has different sizes of heads. H1, header 1, is automatically set for the title. You only want to have one H1 item per page. So we'll leave H1 just for the title. H2, H3, and so forth are available throughout the document. So for us, officers, instead of it being a paragraph size, we're going to go with H2, heading 2 size. Okay. Now we could have made it H3, a little bit smaller, but H2 seems to be more to my liking. And I'm going to do that on the members as well. I have uniformity going on here. Now Joan Smith is a paragraph, so we'll leave it that way. Now we can also do it to where we want to set it like a bulleted list. It's up to you. But if we're going to do it, then we put it in front of Joan Smith, put a bullet, put it right here, and we hit delete and hit return. You know, it's the same way working with Microsoft Word. It's what you see is what you get, very intuitive. So I'm going to do the same here. Let's keep it uniformed. Okay, so there's our list. The name of the URL will be the name of the website, and then the document itself is a board of directors. Now, when we go below this, we have the search engine optimization. Automatically, it picks up what the title was selected, board of directors. Board of Directors of Charity Point. And that certainly makes sense when you're at the Charity Point website and you say, who are the Board of Directors? And you click it, and on the title it says Board of Directors. And then on the top of your browser it says Board of Directors. But let's say you're not in the website and you're Googling board of directors for the Charity Point organization. Um, that makes a big difference because you wouldn't just put board of directors because you'll get a zillion pages. But if you put in uh, board of directors Charity Point, then you'll get down to probably the first page results. So in the SEO title, it defaults to board of directors. Let's change that and call it board of directors for Charity Point. That is the organization name, Los Angeles. Because that's what Charity Point is. At least that's where I think it is. Meta description. The meta description is when you go to search engine results, let's say you're in Google and you found the board of directors of Charity Point, there will be a description. And in the description, you might have Charity Point, homeless shelter, board of directors. Like that. Pretty straightforward. As for keyword, the keywords help us with our SEO plugins rating, and it's a little bit more complicated, so I'm just going to skip that for right now. We're going to move on down. And who is the author? Well, it's me. If it was somebody else, there are no other authors, but if there was, they'd be chosen here. Okay. Right now, we only have one variation of this document. But if we went back and made some edits, there would be some previous versions in here. So if you wanted to go back to a previous version, you could have done that here. Okay. This particular page has a simple background. If I wanted the background to be something different, I might go to a primary, which is happens to be a picture of a lake. But the default image is very simple, and that's what we're going to go with, or none, deactivate. But we're just going to go with the default image for now. Okay, we're nearly done here. Before we publish, what we want to do is make sure that this page is in the right section of the website. Now, it is a board of directors, so obviously that would be under the parent of the About Us. So let's go ahead and look for a parent. Now, if this was a brand new section, let's say events or giving opportunities, or if it was the original About Us section, then there would be no parent because that would be the parent itself. But this is board of directors, so we want to make it the child of About Us. So it'll be in good company with these guys. Contact us and sitemap. So the parent is About Us. The template. Now, this particular website has a default template, which is the 2-column. It'll be a wide left and a narrow right, or a full width page template with no sidebar. As for the front page template, you never select this. This is only for the front page. So let's go ahead and use, for now, the default template. Okay, we look down. There's nothing else here to choose from. Let's go ahead and publish. Okay, let's take a view of this. View page from either here or here. Great. Now your board of directors. You have your officers, which are Joan and Phil, and the members, Kate, Alan, and Jack. On the right column, you have a search window. And on the left is just the content that we just worked on. Up here, and you can see in the breadcrumbs, here's your home, the About Us page, okay, and then the board of directors. We're at the board of directors. Okay, if we want to edit this page, we go right here, and we can edit it as we wish. Now, if we wanted to add a picture in here, no problem. What we're going to do here is choose a location. I'm going to put it right here. Now, Joan Smith, let's call her the president. Okay, and Phil, we'll call him vice president. But we only want to show a picture of Joan. That's Joan's world right now. Okay, so I'm going to put it right at the end of Joan. I'm going to add a media, And let's look around. Oh, okay, here's a picture of Joan. Now, if we didn't have a picture of Joan, we could just add it from our computer via upload files. Okay. Um, Earlier on, I had brought that picture in. I titled it Joan, and she is the president of the organization. That'll be the caption. We don't have to use a caption, but we're going to go ahead and do so today. And the alt text or alternative text, which is something that we should always have, I'm going to put in Joan. If there's no photo, then there'll be an image, there'll be text placed where that image should be. It also helps in the search engine optimization to do that. Good practice. Okay, where do we want the photo to align to? I want to have it aligned to the right. It could be left, center, or none at all, but we're going to go to the right. And the size of the photo is quite large, so I'm going to go right down here. Instead of going with the 800 pixel size, I'm going to go with the medium size. When somebody clicks the image, do we want them to go anywhere, or do they want anything to pop up? If we say none, there'll be none. But if I say media file, what it'll do, it'll then render an image of the full size of the picture, which is 800. But at least for the placement within the page itself, it'll just be a 300 pixel wide image. I'm going to insert into page. Okay, let's look at it. We have officers, and we have Joan's picture right there. Okay, let's update it. Let's view page. Great. So here's our officers. It's Joan and Phil, and she's off to the right. And if I click it, I get a big picture of her. I'm going to move it back. And let's go back to edit the page. And if we wanted to hyperlink something here, let's say Joan or Phil's name to some particular page, we can do so. It's quite easy. For Joan Smith, let's go ahead and shade her name. And then we choose the link. And right here, we might give her her own page. Let's go with joansmith.com. That, I typed that in earlier. And we're going to choose open link in a new window because it is an external link. And we can put a title, visit Joan's website. There we go. And we're going to add the link. However, with Phil, as a different example, let's say, for example, we have a bio page on the board of directors. I just created one earlier, so we can do that. We're going to go here and click the hyperlink. And instead of, tapping in something, we can just scroll here, search bio, and there it is. And the charity point, about us, is the parent, and board of directors is the first child, and then bios is the second child, so it's staggered down a bit. It's a child of a child. And since it's in our own website, we do not want to open up an external window. We're going to add the link, and we're going to update. Let's view the page now. Joan Smith and Phil Jones. I'm going to click Phil Jones, and it takes us to the bios page. And that's it for today. That's how you create a page in WordPress 3.8. Please come back to our other tutorials, and we'll see you then. Thank you.